Here we are, 10 miles south of Birmingham. We are in 7 months of me living in this truck. 34-hour restart. Freaking, there's literally steam coming off the ground out here. It's so freaking hot. It just poured. Got here at, I don't even know, 3 o'clock yesterday with 4 hours left on my clock. And parked. Now I'm stuck here till tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. or whatever. Let me open this up. Come on. Alright. Get a little bit of light in here. People want a freaking update. You want an update? There's nothing good going on here, people. Just took a shower and I'm already sweating. Ugh. So it's got to be like, there's got to be like 100 degrees in this truck. This is a brand new truck, so the batteries are pretty strong, and you can run the battery powered AC unit for about, I don't know, I'm gonna say 12 hours. So you freaking park like 7 p.m., turn the AC on, the battery AC on, it'll go till like 7 a.m., so 12 hours. Then maybe a little bit longer on a 34-hour restart. So maybe like 15 hours on that AC unit. But the problem is, with the battery-powered AC down there, it cannot handle, it can just not handle the heat in here. It's too freaking hot. So while I was in there taking a shower, I had this little fan going. So the contrast between like light and darkness outside is just insane for this camera. Can't handle it. But I guess I could turn this off and we could try what's left. I don't even want to use the battery. I guess I could idle the truck. I don't know. It's about time to end this adventure. I have like this crazy, my skin is doing like bad stuff. It's doing bad stuff. So like, hygiene is like a huge issue with driving a truck, and like there's no maintenance. You have no time for anything. You don't get paid for it. I guess you wouldn't get paid in a regular job either if you were at home and you know, you were like picking your face, shaving, brushing your teeth either. So you do that all before you get to work. But I'm off the clock right now, like on my 34-hour restart, DOT restart, and like I have to live in this truck, and it's 100 degrees in here right now, and it's got to be 90% humidity. I mean, it's literally just rained. That's 100% humidity. And I don't know if I want to turn the AC unit on, the battery AC unit on or not, because it's just going to kill it. It was running all last night, and even if I do turn it on now, it's just going to bring it down to 85, maybe 87. It's not gonna fix the problem. I could open the windows, but what I found out is when you open the damn windows, bugs just come in, and that's a whole nother problem. Like, there's nothing worse than driving 65 miles an hour down the interstate and you're trying to swat a fly that's just flying in your face every freaking 10 minutes on a 9-hour drive. So you really don't want to open the windows. You definitely don't want the no-see-ums, the little mite things that get in here. I don't know. This is bad though. Like, what are we gonna do? I gotta clean this truck out this week. I think this is it. I don't know if I don't even know what my last video was. Let me go check right now because I don't want to double talk. Alright, so we're back. I see my last video was 3 weeks ago, and that was just driving around with a load. So I really haven't updated you guys on anything. There's certain things I can't say on YouTube apparently, because when I say them, YouTube just completely suppresses the video. So I'm trying to think of how I can say things without just screwing myself over, but I had taken steps to try and correct some of the treatment that I feel is just unfair to truck drivers, or I guess I could sneak in the word truck teamsters type of workers, and I called the number for that, if you understand what I'm trying to say, to get assistance in the matter. And that's the word I cannot use on YouTube. The T word starts with team and ends with stirring a crock pot. Team like stirring. Team stirrers. And I guess the other words would be local, two people get married, they form a union of two people. When people get married, that's the other words I'm not allowed to use on here, the big U word. So I had called that to try and get assistance, and that didn't work out. I was told that the matrimony process, this is ridiculous that I have to talk in code words here because of YouTube. Apparently YouTube is anti truck drivers talking to each other. That's not allowed on YouTube, which is insane. So I had called the I'm just going to refer to it as local. I called the local, and they were like, yeah, we can help you, we're going to help you, and we have other people trying to do the same thing you're doing in the same company. And I just have not heard back, and we've run out of time. I'm here 7 months doing this, and I'm done. I asked for a raise, and I got told, no, you're not getting any raise till a year. So I'm not driving a truck for 37 cents a mile. Every day is like risking my life. So it's not worth this pay at all. Period. If it was period. So the other day I just came across for the first time driving just 2 days ago. I, for whatever reason, because I guess I had just gotten on the road at like 6:45 in the morning, had made a left turn to get on the on-ramp to the interstate. So I was crossing an overpass, getting on that left lane to make a left on the on-ramp onto the interstate. For whatever reason, I'm guessing because I was half awake in the morning, and was parked at a warehouse. There was no coffee, nothing for me to drink when I woke up. I had failed to look in my left mirror and swing wide. Why I did that, I have no idea. So as I went forward and went to make my left turn, robotically from doing this 7 months in a row, I naturally just looked in my mirror, and I saw that I had cut the turn way too short. I did not take the turn wide, and I could see my rear tandems there were about to hit what was right about here, would be like a street sign, and I caught it in time. I was only going 10 miles an hour, you know. It was red light, going forward to make a left onto the on-ramp to the interstate, and I was staring like a robot in the mirror because I was so used to doing that. I made the left, and I'm looking in the mirror. I know I'm going to cut the turn short, but nothing was processing in my head. I don't know. This job is just, it's not a matter of if you're going to have something bad happen. It's literally a matter of when. Like, there's no possible way a human being can drive these trucks fucking 11 hours a day driving, 14 hours on, and then you're doing pre-trip and stuff after. You got to do laundry, you got to take a shower. There's no, after weeks and weeks of that, do not mistake me saying this. It's a matter of when something stupid is going to happen. When you're going to run over a street sign, when you're going to do something 10 times worse than that. So anyway, that's the first time, though, after 7 months of driving the truck, I failed to take a turn wide. And I had seen Facebook videos previous to this of people doing that, and I'm like, man, how do you forget to how do you forget to take the truck in a wide? You know, you got to swing it wide so that the back end don't hit something, because the back end drags. So I'd almost done it. It was the ugliest turn you ever seen, because I cut the turn short. Then I realized that I was going to take out the stop sign, or it was some type of sign on a post in the middle island of the road, of the overpass. And I had to straighten the wheel out and go straight. It was a really ugly turn. I didn't hit anything, but after that, I just got on the interstate and started thinking to myself, like, what the hell am I doing? Like, how did I not? And it wasn't like, it's because I guess I just woke up and was half awake. I did do my pre-trip and everything in the morning, so it was at least 30 to 40 minutes before I even started driving, because, you know, get up, you have to dress, you have to put deodorant on, spit some toothpaste out the window, and so yeah, I for 37 cents a mile, you're gonna freaking just, eventually something bad is gonna happen. And if something bad doesn't happen, you're gonna get caught at a weigh station. You're gonna get pulled over for something stupid like a tail light out, for, you know, your tandems are set in the wrong position. You're gonna get a $200 ticket for that. That goes on. You just, they don't care about you. This is ridiculous. If this was the standard 70 cents per mile, yeah, I could see people hanging on longer. But even still, this is life consuming. This just sucks the life out of you, and it is dangerous. It is no doubt a dangerous job. And you gotta understand, I'm not even carrying crude oil. I'm not carrying gasoline. I'm just carrying stupid crap. Right now, I don't even have anything. I have an empty trailer right now. So that's the update. We're going to be departing Shyster in a few days, actually, and I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to take a shower every day after I get out of this truck. Brand new truck. I've taken good care of it. I actually don't even like the brand new truck. It does not drive anything like the first truck they gave me. But that's the update. The loads have been the same for, you know, the 7 months of driving. Some days you get a load, some days you don't get a load. There's been massive problems in the last couple days around Greensboro, North Carolina. What really aggravates me is you do all this trip planning to make sure you're not driving into some crazy zone or something. You get to the warehouse, and then the warehouse is like, hey, you're at the wrong location. Well, what do you mean I'm at the wrong location? This is where they told me to come. This is the name of the warehouse. There's other trailers all in here. Oh, yeah, but this is Saturday, you know, on a full moon, and we need you to go to our other warehouse, which is around the corner. Oh, okay, yeah. How far? Oh, it's only like a 5-minute ride. Yeah, it's a 5-minute ride if you're in a Honda Civic. It's not a 5-minute ride if you're in a 70-foot truck that has to now negotiate insane turns in Greensboro, where they have trees in the islands and turns that are no way made for trucks. So that gets really old really quick. So the other day I had a 3. Went to the first place. They go, we don't know what you're doing here. Hold on. Half hour later, and none of this is getting paid. Not getting paid for any of this. You get paid to drive. That's when you're making the money. When you're not driving, you're getting the $10 an hour, which nets down to what, $7 an hour once you take the taxes and everything else out. So you're not getting paid to sit here and listen to the security guard tell you that you're not supposed to be here. You're at the wrong location. So that day they said, okay, go to our other facility. It's right around the corner. Just go back out, make a right. At that corner you saw back there, that's like a crazy Y. Yeah, I saw it's a crazy Y and it's ridiculous. Make a right there and then go down about half a mile and it's on the right. That's all they told me. That's all they told me. And I'm like, wow, that's great directions, great directions. So I'm like, is there like another rider sign on the fence or something, like when I get down there? Oh yeah, there'll be a rider sign, like rider rental equipment. I freaking leave. I make the right. I go down. I see a rider sign on a fence. I said, this must be it. I turn in there, pull in there. As I'm pulling in there, another Schneider driver pulls up in behind me with another load. And it was a tiny warehouse. I had to do a 3-point backing K turn to finally get out of there because it was the wrong place. As I pulled up, a guy comes out of the warehouse and goes, before you even get out of the truck, you're at the wrong place. I only drive my one trailer here. This is my warehouse. There's no loads coming or going. You're at the wrong place. So I said, I just laughed because it's just a joke at this point. So he says he thinks there's another one down the road further. And I said, oh, okay, yeah, I'm sure it is down the road further. I'm about to just drop the trailer in the middle of the road and go home because I'm done. This is a joke. So I freaking make the 4-point turn, and the other Schneider driver that had thought the same thing, who got told the same exact thing I got told from the other warehouse, who followed me in, is like, oh, okay, well, we'll go down. And so he's following me now. I make the 3-point turn. I leave. I go down the road further. There it is on the right. I have already passed the turn. This is side streets. This is not interstate. This is not a big wide. I have not planned where I'm going to make a U-turn or where I can even make a U-turn or a turnaround. I have no idea. I've never been down this street before. I have no idea what's coming up. The GPS has completely failed me and is telling me to go back to the original spot because you can't program into the GPS the new location that a security guard just told you to go to. So that's 2 places that have rejected me. I'm now driving down a road blind, basically just wondering where this Ryder building is that I'm supposed to unload at. I finally see another Ryder building on the right. I say that's got to be it, but I've already passed it. By grace of God, it was a good viewing. Like I could see way down the road, and coming up on my left was another warehouse on the left, an old warehouse, but it had a huge parking lot and it was vacant. I was able to go in there and turn around, and of course behind me here comes another Schneider driver, the same guy, following me because he doesn't know where to go either. He's following me. We're like a convoy. We go back to this place. There's nowhere to pull over off the road to like go and talk to security, but there's a sign on the door that says like, drivers come in here, security check-in, but there's nowhere to pull over. So we have to stop in the middle of the road. Like technically this is all illegal, but this is just a normal day. This is how things go. So we both park in the road, blocking traffic and go in, and then, it's a live unload, and you wait 2 more hours. You're not getting paid. None of that was paid. I get to from the time I get to that location to all the crap I just explained to sitting at a dock waiting to get unloaded. Like none of this is paid. This is all $7 an hour I'm getting just to sit in a 100-degree truck. So you just start like realizing that you're losing a lot of your life's time wasting away sitting in this truck. And then you go on Facebook or you go on Instagram and you just blow like an hour or 2 and you're like, man, I'm tired. Like, what happened? I thought I just, backed into this dock. I was going to unload it, and like, life is just getting sucked away. And like, the other thing is the health issues. Like, there's no going out and exercising in 98-degree weather with no access to shower. I mean, I have a shower here, but like, at that location I'm explaining to you about, like there's actually signs at these warehouses that say you're not allowed to exercise. There's signs that say you're not allowed to get out of your truck. Like you are a slave. Like the one, what was the warehouse yesterday? There was a list. It was Kellogg's. It was Kellogg's cereal warehouse, drop warehouse. They had 10 things on a sign on the fence when you got there, when you're going down the main entranceway to the security booth. And it was like the most insane crap, like don't get out of your vehicle, don't do exercise, make sure you move your tandems back, which is normal. But there was just a list. It was like security vest. And like then the other thing is like they steal all your information. Like my electronic supervisor gives me warnings saying, do you want cookies to be used? Like, what are you talking about cookies? Like, I'm not on the internet. Like, so that's telling me that somehow, because that tablet is connected to the internet, it's stealing my information. It's taking my information. So most of these warehouses, the newer ones, require you to scan your driver's license or enter your driver's license number and stuff and whatever. I guess it's secure, but is it secure? I don't know. The security guard's getting the same pay as me, $10 an hour. How long before that person gets disgruntled and just takes the list of 750 truck drivers' names with their driver's license and sells it to Afghanistan or China or whatever for $50,000. Like, there's nothing to stop them from doing that. It's just a joke. Pisses me off that, like, individuals have such a high level of responsibility, but then they don't get paid for it. I'm driving an 80,000-pound missile down the road for $12 an hour. You have a security guard who's in charge of a facility that has tens of millions of dollars worth of equipment there. Hundreds of trailers that are loaded with anything and everything you can imagine, from Walmart to Target to Home Depot to, and it's like, yeah, well, we're just going to pay you, you know, $10 an hour. It's like, and then they wonder how this stuff happens. It's fucking just a joke. And like what I had mentioned before with the health stuff, like, I just took a shower, what, half hour ago? I'm now covered in sweat because it's 100 degrees in here. And like tomorrow, I'll probably get to like a dirt drop lot. And what happens is if you have the windows open or something, when you're driving through a dirt, it just comes in. The dust just comes right on in. You get covered in the dust, the dirt parking lot dust. And it's just downhill from there. And like, I am allergic to everything. That's why, like, my face is like, yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh, it's like hives almost. So like, when the truck gets 100 degrees like this, the plastic in the truck, is a new truck, it starts giving off like this nasty, like, melting plastic type smell. I can tell that's affecting me. It's making me itch. The food at these truck stops, like, I just had a foot-long hot dog that was like the most disgusting hot dog. There's an impulse buy. Like, there's no gym, there's no exercise, there's no hygiene. Like, I mean, this is as good as it gets right here at the Pilot, with access to a shower, laundry if you want to do it, and I guess they got like fruit cups and stuff in there for $6 for a quarter slice of a cantaloupe. This is like insane. Oh, that's the other thing I want to mention. So the per diem, I called up and recorded Shyster, and I said, how do I put in for per diem without going through Shyster? Because you guys are stealing the money back. You're literally charging me a processing fee to get my per diem, which just takes the per diem and gives it to Shyster. So, I don't know, because I said I was recording the phone call. Now, this is after the third phone call where I finally say I'm recording it. The person goes, oh, you are able to send in those, you can keep your receipts for your food expenses, and at the end of the year, put them in with your taxes. And originally I was told no, that was not possible. So I'm really, that was pretty much the tipping point where I lost my mind, where I was like, that's it, we're done. So do not ever do trucking jobs that say they're going to give you per diem and then charge a processing fee, because they just take the money back. It's a scam. And I've been keeping hundreds of receipts now, hundreds, but there is a pile. That pile is going in with the taxes at the end of and I guess that would be meal reimbursements, because I'm usually buying, if possible, a coffee in the morning, which is like anywhere from $3.50 to $6 to $7 for a coffee. So that's the update. We're done in a couple days. I'll take another video of me departing this. It's so hot in Birmingham here that when I get back down to Florida, I don't know what we're gonna do, but I don't want to go back to a campground there. It's just too hot. It's too hot to be in the camper. I'm gonna maybe just take the camper, and I'm already living in the truck. Living in a camper would probably be an upgrade from this disaster. So I think that's what's gonna happen. Trying to think of anything else I forgot to tell you guys that's going on. Nothing. This just hasn't worked out. The only reason any of you should ever do this is just to get the experience. Like, if you wanted to learn how to drive a truck, or if you needed the experience, then like a stepping stone, like maybe in a few months I'll get another truck driving job at a real place that pays me actual money. Maybe even just a day driving job, like dump truck or something. But this is just, they're just screwing us over. So that's the story. Probably go back in the Pilot and sit there and watch that TV again, because it's just, This is just this is just ridiculous. Like, I'm living at a truck stop like a homeless person. I'm not getting paid right now. This is just how do you have somebody live in a truck and not pay them? Like, here's your job. We need you to drive a truck. We're going to pay you. Okay, well, how are you going to pay me? We're just going to pay you when you drive the truck, but you got to live in the truck for the full week. So I'm in the truck 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, but I'm only getting paid when the truck's moving. That's a fucking joke. It's a joke. All right, till next time.